For over 100 years, people have dreamed of a special kind of freedom. They imagined cars that could do more than just drive on roads. They pictured vehicles that could lift off the ground and soar through the sky, leaving traffic jams far below. This idea wasn't just in cartoons or science fiction movies. It was a serious goal for inventors and engineers. They saw a future where you could press a button and your car's wheels would retract, its wings would unfold, and you would gently rise into the air. This dream combined the convenience of a personal car with the amazing ability of an airplane, promising a whole new way to travel. This exciting dream is no longer just a fantasy. Today, on November 10th, 2025, that future is closer than we have ever imagined. All around the world, brilliant minds are working hard to turn these flying machines into a reality. They are not just building prototypes in secret workshops. They are testing real flying cars that could soon be zipping above our cities. The technology has finally caught up with our imaginations. The combination of lightweight materials, powerful computers, and new ways to generate power has opened the door to this incredible new age of transportation. The flying car is preparing for its first real journey into our everyday lives. The journey to create a true flying car has been long and full of challenges. Early attempts often looked like clumsy airplanes with car bodies attached, and they were difficult and dangerous to fly. They needed long runways to take off and land, which made them impractical for city use. But modern inventors have rethought the entire concept from the ground up. They are creating vehicles that are smart, safe, and designed specifically for urban environments. These are not just cars that can fly. They are a completely new type of personal aircraft, ready to change how we think about getting from one place to another. The promise of this technology is enormous. Imagine a world without frustrating traffic jams during your morning commute. Think about emergency services, like ambulances or firefighters, being able to fly directly to an incident, bypassing blocked roads and saving precious minutes. This isn't just about making travel faster. It's about making our cities more efficient, our lives easier, and our world more connected. The age of the flying car is dawning, and it promises to reshape our daily existence in ways we are only just beginning to understand. The dream is finally taking off, and we all have a front row seat. So how does a modern flying car actually work? It seems like magic, but it is really just very clever science and engineering. Most of these new vehicles use a technology called VTOL, which stands for vertical takeoff and landing. This is incredibly important because it means the car can lift straight up into the air and land straight down, just like a helicopter. It doesn't need a long runway. This is made possible by multiple small engines, often called a distributed electric propulsion system. Instead of one or two big engines, the car has many small, powerful electric motors, each spinning a propeller. The real pilot of these flying cars is not a person, but a super smart computer. This is the world of artificial intelligence, or AI. The AI acts as the brain of the vehicle, controlling everything from takeoff to landing. It uses a network of advanced sensors, including GPS for location, radar to see other objects, and cameras to understand its surroundings. The AI is constantly processing this information, making millions of calculations every second to ensure the flight is smooth and safe. It knows the best route to take, how to avoid obstacles, and how to adjust for changes in wind or weather, making it an incredibly reliable pilot. One of the biggest breakthroughs has been in the materials used to build these cars. To fly efficiently, the vehicle must be both incredibly strong and surprisingly lightweight. Engineers are using advanced materials like carbon fiber composites, which are stronger than steel, but weigh much less. The designs are also very clever. Some flying cars have wings that can fold away when the car is on the ground, allowing it to be parked in a regular garage. Others have rotors that can tilt, pointing upwards for takeoff and then forwards for flight. combining the best of a helicopter and a plane. Several exciting companies are leading the charge in this new industry. Companies like Joby Aviation and Whisk Aero are developing air taxis that look like small, futuristic jets with multiple propellers. They focus on creating a quiet and efficient ride-sharing service for cities. Another company, Aleph Aeronautics, is taking a different approach. Their Model A is designed to look and drive like a regular car on the road, but it can also lift vertically and fly when needed. Each company has a unique vision, but they all share the same goal: to make personal air travel a safe and accessible reality for everyone. One of the biggest puzzles for flying car engineers is figuring out how to power these amazing machines. Lifting a vehicle into the air and keeping it there requires a huge amount of energy. For a long time, this was the main reason flying cars remained a dream. Traditional gasoline engines are heavy and complex, but now new technologies are providing solutions. The most popular choice today is battery power. Just like in electric cars on the ground, powerful lithium-ion batteries provide the electricity to run the multiple motors. These batteries are becoming lighter and more powerful every year, making electric flight possible. However, batteries have their limits. Currently, they can only hold enough energy for shorter flights, typically under 100 miles. This is perfect for trips across a city, but not for longer journeys. To solve this problem, some companies are exploring hybrid systems. A hybrid flying car would use a small, efficient gasoline engine that doesn't power the propellers directly. Instead, it acts as a generator, constantly producing electricity to recharge the batteries during the flight. This would allow the flying car to travel much farther, combining the clean, quiet power of electric motors with the long-range capability of liquid fuel. An even more futuristic solution being developed is the hydrogen fuel cell. Hydrogen fuel cells are like magic boxes that combine hydrogen gas with oxygen from the air to create electricity. Their only byproduct is water, making them a completely clean source of energy. A flying car powered by hydrogen could have a much longer range than a battery-powered one, and could be refueled in just a few minutes, much like a gasoline car today. While the technology is still new, and building a network of hydrogen fueling stations is a major challenge, it holds incredible promise for the future of clean aviation. The quest for the perfect power source is a race to balance weight, power, and range. Every pound saved on the battery or fuel system is another pound that can be used for passengers or cargo. Engineers are constantly innovating, creating more efficient motors, more aerodynamic designs, and smarter software that gets the most out of every drop of energy. Whether the future is purely electric, hybrid, or hydrogen-powered, the solution is getting closer every day. This energy revolution is the key that will finally unlock the skies for personal travel. When you imagine thousands of cars flying over a city, one of the first questions you might ask is, how do we keep everyone safe? Safety is honestly the #1 priority for every company and government agency involved in this new industry. Flying cars are being designed with, multiple backup systems. If one electric motor fails, the others can easily compensate to make sure the vehicle can continue flying or land safely. They'll also have redundant flight computers, so if one has a problem, another one instantly takes over. This is actually a lot like the systems found on modern commercial airliners. In case of a serious emergency, these vehicles will be equipped with life-saving features. Many designs include a ballistic parachute system. That's a large parachute that's attached to the entire vehicle, not just the people inside. If something goes very wrong, the AI pilot or even the passenger can deploy the parachute, which will allow the entire car to float gently back down to the ground. Furthermore, the AI is programmed with emergency protocols, enabling it to automatically find the nearest safe landing spot, like a park or a designated landing pad, in the event of a critical failure. Of course, keeping individual cars safe is only half the battle. We also need a way to manage all the traffic in the sky. To do this, experts are developing a brand new air traffic control system, often called an Unmanned Aircraft System Traffic Management, or UTM. Think of it as a smart, automated network for the sky. Every flying car will be connected to this network, constantly sharing its position, speed, and intended destination. The central system will manage the flow of traffic, creating invisible sky lanes and making sure that all vehicles maintain a safe distance from each other. Governments around the world, including bodies like the Federal Aviation Administration in the United States, are working hard to create new rules and regulations for these vehicles. They are setting strict standards for how the cars must be built, tested, and maintained. They're also creating rules for who can operate them and where they are allowed to fly. These laws will ensure that flying cars are introduced into our world in a slow, careful, and organized way. The goal is to build a system that is even safer than the road networks we use today. The arrival of flying cars will change our daily lives in, countless ways. The most obvious change will be the end of the daily commute as we know it. Instead of being stuck in traffic for an hour, you could fly from your suburban home to an office downtown in just 15 minutes. This could allow people to live farther away from their workplaces, in areas with more space and nature, without facing a long and stressful journey each day. It could also free up the roads on the ground, making cities less congested and more pleasant for pedestrians and cyclists. The way we design our cities could change forever. At first, owning a flying car will likely be very expensive, something only the very wealthy can afford. However, most experts believe the first widespread use will be through ride-sharing services, like an Uber or Lyft for the skies. You would simply use an app on your phone to summon a self-flying air taxi, which would pick you up from a nearby landing pad or vertiport and whisk you away to your destination. Over time, as technology improves and manufacturing scales up, the cost of these services, and eventually the cars themselves, is expected to come down, making them accessible to more and more people. There are still some hurdles to overcome before our skies are filled with flying vehicles. Engineers are working on making them quieter so they don't disturb people on the ground. They must also be able to fly safely in all kinds of weather, from heavy rain to strong winds. And of course, we need to build the infrastructure, like the thousands of vertiports that will be needed in our cities. These challenges are significant, but they are not impossible. With continued innovation and careful planning, these final problems will be solved one by one. Now, just take a moment and imagine it. It's a clear morning a few years from now. You walk to a nearby landing pad and a sleek, quiet pod descends to greet you. You get in, tell it your destination, and lean back as it lifts you smoothly into the air. Below, the familiar grid of streets and buildings becomes a beautiful map. You soar over rivers and parks, part of a quiet, orderly stream of traffic in the sky. This isn't a scene from a movie. This is the future of travel that is being built right now. The age of personal flight is here, and it invites us all to look up and dream of what's next.